Hi ladies, have you thought about bouncing your way through your baby's birth? It's Kristen Burgess from naturalbirthandbabycare.com, and today I'm going to share 3 quick tips to handle labor naturally. Tip number 1 is movement, and you do not have to bounce, but a good tool can be a birth ball, which is what I'm sitting on right now. Movement during labor can really help. Oftentimes when you feel back labor or any of those other things that ladies talk about being so terrible, baby needs to move. Most of us think about a watermelon coming through a tube when we think about having a baby. But the reality is your baby isn't just a melon dropping down. Your baby is a real person who is really doing a lot of work, moving and turning and lining up to go through birth. In fact, obstetricians and midwives even have a term for it called the cardinal movements of labor. So oftentimes when we're feeling a lot of back labor or a lot of pain, it could be that baby needs to move into a better position to start moving down. Or if things feel like they're stalled or slow, this can be really helpful. That's where movement can help. I love using a birth ball because it allows you to get in a lot of movement. You can really roll your hips, and I know that you can't see me doing that. But as you can see, I'm in a small space, and yet I can get tons of movement in my hips that were I pregnant right now or were I having a baby right this minute would help my baby to calm down. You can also get a lot of movement just by changing positions. And if things feel really intense and overwhelming, often a change of position helps a lot. And that's something that your birth partner can remind you of if you're having a particularly intense contraction. So just hold on through that one. Breathe often in through your nose, out through your mouth is a good way to calm down, and then change positions and see if that makes a difference for you and baby. Other things to do are to stand and to walk. This is especially good early in your birthing time. Leaning on your partner so that you're in an upright position, and especially, again, swaying your hips and dancing. One of the reasons why women in many cultures had dances that involved a lot of hip movement was to help condition and prepare them for having babies. So when you're thinking about what can I do to get my baby down and out, that spiraling movement is a very instinctive and natural one. And just consider movement overall. Tip number 2 is breathing. Breathing is one of the biggest things that will help you have a natural birth, because breathing gives you something to focus on, and it helps you deal with the energy and the intensity of labor, and it also helps you calm down if things have felt really intense. So when things are building, oftentimes when we're relaxed, we breathe in through our nose and out through our nose. But when things are building, you may need to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, and continue to breathe that way. Now, at the peak of the contraction, at the time when it's most intense, your breathing may not be that organized, or that may not even feel intuitive or helpful. At that point, you can just keep your mouth open, and women often vocalize during their birthing time, especially when it's intense. Most women do not want to be screaming. That's one of the biggest things that I hear. Kristen, how can I stay in control? How can I not be screaming my head off while I'm having this baby? So instead, think about keeping your jaw soft and just low moans. Think about, I always make my kids laugh when I talk about birth, but think about being a mama cow. So you just got that low moan. That keeps your jaw soft and relaxed, which is tied to your pelvic muscles, helping them stay soft and relaxed. And it just allows you to have a steady breath like I just took, only the sound itself often helps us deal with that intensity. And then as you get past that peak and the contraction is going away again, you can resume that breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, often called a cleansing breath. That will really help you. If you feel like you have lost control during labor, breathing can help you get back in control. Just because you lose it for a contraction or two or feel panicky, it doesn't mean you can't get it back, mamas. You need the skills to be able to get it back. So what you do is you breathe, let go of that one. It is not coming back. You're done with it. You're that much closer to your baby. And then try something like a position change and see if that helps you. Then the final thing is to use the bathroom. People don't think about it a lot, but your bladder, when it gets filled, actually pushes up against your baby, and it can make things uncomfortable because you've got a baby head down there and you've got a full bladder. So get up periodically and go to the bathroom. One of the things that we hear is hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. So you may be drinking during labor, and then things are going to fill up. It also gives you a chance to incorporate movement. When you get up and shuffle to the bathroom, that's helpful. Sitting on the toilet is a place that a lot of women naturally relax, so the bathroom can become a tool. And another thing to consider when you're in the bathroom is ask yourself, would hopping in the the shower help. If you're somewhere where you can use a birthing tub, that is a great thing, but most moms have access to a shower and can shuffle in and out of the shower during labor and see if that helps. So definitely go to the bathroom, use your breathing, and use movement to help you have this baby.